Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Baby Girl 91580, and this is my official Splatoon review for version 2.0.0. I don't like having to say .0.0, but for some reason, people were getting really crazy with me about no, it's not 2.0, it's 2.0.0. I'm like, okay, whatever. But yes, this is my official 2.0.0 review. A lot of YouTubers get on the bandwagon of trying to, put content out there first just for the views. And I just want to say that I'm not like that. I like putting content out there for the views, but when it comes to something similar, something like an actual review, an actual review actually takes time, and you have to actually play the game and learn the new stuff of the game before you can actually formulate an opinion for it. So some reviewers say it takes them a day or two, but I beg to differ. It takes a little bit more time to actually get to actually test and see how the game is with this review. So with that being said, let's jump into the review. Now that it's been a little bit of time now since we've had the update, I've had a little bit of time to actually play it. And I have to say that I still feel the game still feels somewhat incomplete. The big August update is what everybody was waiting on because they thought it was going to fix everything, and I kind of felt let down after the update. I'm not sure if I'm the only Splatoon head that feels this way, but I really felt let down. I just feel that the game is lacking still. It still is lacking. It's like everything else we've been able to work around, like not having voice chat, and it's like a pain in the ass to actually send messages to friends over Miiverse. Okay, like you have to actually be out of the lobby into the main game to open up Miiverse so you can send a message to a friend, and they have to do the same thing. And we gotta hope that they see the alert flashing on their remote to let them know that they have a message. Because if they don't see it, you could be sitting there forever waiting for them to reply to you. You see what I'm saying? So not having voice chat is very annoying. That's why I urge my friends to find me on Skype, and we all add ourselves on Skype and we talk that way, because Skype is instant. Like what I was saying in one of my older videos. Nintendo makes great software, but that menu button on the Nintendo, I don't know if it's the way that they make their games, but that menu button means nothing. You can only use it at certain times of the game. In certain screens of the game, you cannot use the menu button. Like during squad, if you're in ranked matches, or if you're in turf wars, you cannot use that home button, which is their main menu button. And I want to say home because it's similar to Xbox. Their Xbox menu button. That menu button trumps all commands when playing a game. You can push that menu button while you're online, in the middle of a match. That menu button is always available to be pushed, regardless of whether you're in the middle of something or not. So like I said, I don't know if this is a Nintendo software thing, but they need to fix that because they make it so hard to communicate on this game. It's like it's already bad enough that we don't have voice chat, but you make it even harder to communicate when you have to communicate in a game like this with like Splatoon. Now you really have to communicate with the update, because if you decide to join or want to make a team and you have to send codes to everybody, if it's because it's a private team, they have to use Miiverse in order to get the codes. You see what I'm saying? So if they're in the middle of a match, it's no way that they're gonna be able to check their messages while they're playing. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of went off into a tangent. Let's stick to, because I don't know how we got on voice chat, but I just wanted to put that out there, that the game still feels a little incomplete. Let me give you one of the main reasons why I feel it's incomplete. It still feels like it's unfinished. Okay, so with version 2.0, it brought in the mode of squad for not turf, but ranked. I'm sorry, for ranked. Okay, so now you can pick your squad. Now, That is cool. Being able to pick who's on your team is always cool. But for some reason, it just feels half-assed. Seriously. Or if you want, it just feels incomplete. Because, like, when you pick your squad, they give you an option to pick either four, three, or two-man squad. Now, I've played two-man squad a lot because I usually only find like one or two people online that wants to play ranked. So I usually only pick two. But on those occasions where I have three people, where it's me and two other people, then we're screwed because at that point, if you're a three-man squad, the game gives you a message basically telling you that you're a three-man squad. You may be at a disadvantage because if they pair you with a four-man squad, you're at a disadvantage. Now, what confuses me is that if you were a two-man squad, it will pair you with another two-man squad to make your team four-man. Okay, so why is it that with three-man squad it won't find someone to pair you with another, to make a four-man squad? Or why not just give us the option of saying, or make it so that no three-man squad will go up against a four-man squad, instead of putting us at a disadvantage, so you say. You see what I'm saying? So I think that that's bullshit, especially when you're playing ranked and you're already at a disadvantage. I mean, if you're at a three-man squad and you get up against a four-man squad, that's just not fair. That's not fair. And they need to actually, if they don't want to change that, then make it so that if we lose the match, that our rank will not go down, because that's not fair. I'm just saying, that's not fair. Okay? So the four-man squad is fine. Actually, that is perfect. But now one of the things that I say that I did not like about this update is the fact that they didn't have this game mode for turf wars, because a lot of us play Splatoon for turf wars. I love turf wars. Don't get me wrong. You make your money really fast on there. Your level goes up really fast on there. I wear all of my gear that's not upgraded to upgrade my gear when I'm on there. So it's a lot. A lot of us just play. A lot of us just play turf, and they gave us no separate game mode for turf wars. They gave us no option to actually have a squad for turf wars, which is like, what? Why did you give us an option for squad on ranked but not on turf? So I'm kind of confused on that. Now, I mean, that's not fair. That's not fair, because you give it to the ranked people, but what about the people that only play turf like me? Because I really don't play ranked because I don't like the people that it matches me up with. Now that I can play ranked now with people that I like, I'll play it more often now. But what I would really wanted to see change was the turf wars. I wanted to be able to get on turf and be able to pick a team and we dominate every time, but they have not changed that yet. I'm not sure if there's another version coming out of, Splatoon. Hopefully there will be one in the future. Okay, so the other thing that they introduced during the update is private battle, and basically you can pick any mode of playing. But it's just you can have up to 8 people in there, and you can formate your team and pick whatever board and all of this crap. But private battle is kind of wasted on me because I don't see a purpose of playing it, because you're not winning any money, you're not leveling up, or you're not ranking. You're not building up your rank. So I really don't play that because I like to play for a purpose. Usually when I'm playing ranked, I'm trying to build up my rank. Or usually when I'm playing turf, I'm trying to build up my gear or my level. You see what I'm saying? And my money. You don't do any of that with private battle, so it's kind of like a waste of time. Now, if you want to go on there and bullshit and just to see the boards, that's a good idea, because you can do it like that. You can actually go in and actually tour the boards, all the boards if you want. But I mean, other than that, I don't play private, so I really don't want to speak on private. I mean, I played it a couple times, but if you don't have four people, and it's like two against three, or you have three people and it's one against two, that's the way it separates the team. So it's not fair. So, and I don't never have enough people online to actually do a private battle. Now, as for the content like the actual gear and stuff, I have to give that an A because they did give us a lot of gear. They gave us a lot of everything, really. The head, the feet, the clothing. They gave us a lot of gear. So I'm happy with the gear. Another thing that also changes now that before your level cap was 20. Now your level cap is 50, and every 5 levels that you go up, you can go talk to the cat in the in the plaza, and he'll give you a gift. And like yesterday, I reached level 35, and he gave me some really cool ass boots that I can't wait to put on and upgrade. Okay, so that's a good thing. That's really a good thing. Other than it, I mean, because before the cat would just sit there and be sleeping, and he wouldn't be doing anything but giving you money for when you won a match at the end of, when you go turning your flag. Now, as far as the weapons that they gave us, that came with the update, well, right before the update, they introduced the Gatling gun, and they also introduced the paint bucket. Those are really, really cool. I like the paint bucket because it's similar to the coverage, at least. I want to say like the roller, because it covers a lot of area and it does it fast. So I kind of like the paint bucket. I don't like the Gatling gun because of the charge up. The charge up seems like it takes way too long. So, but it's a really fierce weapon though, because if you're caught by it, you're dead. So, I mean, other than that, I'm just going to hope that someone from Nintendo can hear our cries here and our gripes with this update. While I'm thankful that we do have update, I'm hoping that since Splatoon is just going to continuously get popular, more and more popular, that they'll continue to, tighten up the game and freshen it up and make it so that everyone will be happy with their player experience with the game. So, my final score, if I was to give it a score from 1 to 10, I would give it a 7, just because I did enjoy the changes that they made, but I just feel that it's still lacking a little bit. And this is a truthful answer. And I'm a huge Splatoon fan, so I'm not even trying to give them a lot of crap. I'm just really trying to be truthful about my review of version 2.0. So again, you guys, please remember to, I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to ask you guys to remember to rate, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps and get the word out, so hopefully Nintendo can listen to us and keep us interested in this game, because it's times sometimes where I'm like, you know what, I'm done with Splatoon, but then I'm like, I'm back on it. I'm like so freaking addicted. It's ridiculous, you guys. But anyway, this is Baby Girl 91580 signing out. You guys take care.